Alright, YouTube. We at Republic Harley right now. I brought the Gixxer up here. We're gonna be trading it in on a 2024 Road Glide. So we'll have the 2022 Road Glide Special and the 2024 Road Glide in burst blue. Like I said, I'm at Republic, so we'll see what they ended up, if we can make a deal happen today or not. Get this bike going, just because it's been sitting in the garage and I don't really ride it much. So we'll see how that goes, and then I'll come back to y'all once I get the Road Glide out here and get it back to the house.
Harley-Davidson, let's welcome Avery to the family with the purchase of a badass Road Glide. Go ahead and read that.
What's up, Almighty boys? AJ Almighty back at it again with another video. And as y'all can see, I picked up the 2024 Road Glide in burst blue. I picked this bike up like 2 weeks ago, and I decided to still keep the 2022 Road Glide in reef blue and vivid black. So y'all can see by the video, I don't know where I'm gonna put that clip of me at the dealership, but I traded in the 2017 GSX-R1000 just because this is more my style. This is what I like to do. I mean, the sports bikes are cool when you have, other people to ride with a lot of the time, but majority of my friends that do have sports bikes and that ride, our work schedule never line up. So we really never get a big ride together, probably maybe once a month. So majority of the time I had that bike, and I only think it's been like 3 or 4 months, 5 months probably. Whenever I dropped the video on picking up that Gixxer, that's how long I had it. But I'm saying for majority of that time that I've had the bike, I've only ridden it 3 or 4 times. Out of all the months that I had it, it pretty much just sits in the garage. So I'm like, might as well pick up something that I really want and something that I really enjoy. Even though the Gixxer was cool to have one and one, one Road Glide or one cruiser style bike, bagger bike, and then one sports bike to bring to the channel, but I just didn't ride it enough to want to do that. So I decided to keep the 22 and grab the 24. Most of the YouTube creators that do Harley content, they have more than one bike, such as Tiffany Renee. She has Meg and EJ. You have Official Mac, he has Bipolar, and then whatever the name of the Road King is. Be the Boss of Your Own Motorcycle, Gladiator, Val, all the bikes that he has. So it just made sense for me to keep both. And this will give me a lot of content to shoot. As y'all see, they're both bone stock. I haven't done anything to any of them since I've had them. So I'm leaning towards keeping both. I may or may not. I might just keep the 24 and that'd be that. But I'm trying to lean towards keeping both just to bring y'all content on both bikes. Like, comparison videos between the two bikes. I'm thinking about turning this one into a big wheel bagger. So this one will go like 26-inch wheel, down and out stretch bags and rear fender, just the overall big wheel bagger build. And then this will be more of my performance bagger build. So we'll go like Suzuki Speed or SP Concepts exhaust on there. We'll go at least to a 21-inch wheel. I want to change these wheels out because they're just not my style. I need something that's, I like the machine, but it's just too much machine and not enough black. So I need a wheel that's more black than machine. Obviously, the windshield on this bike does absolutely nothing. This one is decent. I can get away with it, but that does nothing. So y'all see me bring a whole bunch of upgrades and probably a build series on both of these bikes if that's what y'all want to see. Let me know down in the comments what y'all think about that idea of doing a big wheel bagger and a performance bagger. But for the most part, picking up this bike was that, like, the day picking up this bike wasn't planned. I was on this 22 going to the company I work for. There was a company picnic, so I left the company picnic and told my homeboy that, hey, I'm finna go ride to the dealership and just look around, see what they have, see if they have a burst blue Road Glide, so I could see it in person and test ride one to just get a feel for it. And I also test rode a street glide, so I know for a fact now that I don't like street glides at all. I'm not comfortable on them. They're too small feeling. You feel like you just cramp because the fairing is up there. But I got to test ride both. So if I do throw any street glide hate, it's coming from a place of experience. I know because I rode one and I don't like it. But anyways, I bought this bike at Stubbs. Y'all seen that video already. But I bought this bike at Republic. I greatly appreciate them. The whole process from beginning to end, every salesperson in there spoke to me. I had already was locked in with Dustin, the salesman there that was handling everything, because I had online put in a request to, just to get an offer or something on a trade for the Gixxer, but I didn't know I was gonna do it that day, so I was already locked in. But everybody there spoke, everybody there was nice. They, did a great job of saying, hey, what do you want? It wasn't about you know, them trying to make a specific number. I actually got this bike under MSRP due to the simple fact it had some stuff on it that I didn't want. So he was like, okay, I understand that there's stuff on there that dealership options that they put on that I was like, well, there's no justification to me paying for it because I don't want those upgrades. So he was like, you know what, I'll be willing to take under MSRP on the bike and take those parts off for you. So plus the trade-in amount that I got for the Gixxer was the number that I wanted. They asked me, hey, what do you want for your bike? So I gave them a fair number. Obviously, I'm not gonna shoot too high and make it ridiculous. I gave them a fair number that was fair for me and for them to make some money off it that everybody felt comfortable with. And this bike came in after everything. I was under MSRP. For like not including the trade-in value. Before the trade-in value got even associated, we had already talked the numbers of this bike below MSRP. So far since having this bike, I think I put on 200 miles. I've ridden it a couple of times, maybe like 3 or 4 times, put on 200 miles in total. But this bike compared to this bike, complete different ball game. This bike is way lighter. Obviously the screen, the digital screen up there having no gauges makes everything easy to read and, you know, easy to see. The overall ergonomics of that bike is way better. Me being 6'1", 6'2", somewhere in there, you feel like you got a wheelbarrow with these stock bars because I just never got a chance to get around to changing them. But with the 10-inch bars that come factory on here and the riser being up, it's almost like just a little bit below my shoulder height. If it was like 12-inch bars on there, it would be perfect. Only thing that I can complain about on that bike overall in general is just the windshield being too short and the sound system being poor quality. When you spend this kind of money on bikes, obviously these bikes should come out the gate ready to go, but Harley has all of the aftermarket world behind it, so you can pretty much upgrade the bike and turn it into whatever you want to turn it into, make it yours, make it unique, you know, and take care of all your needs with just aftermarket parts, simple bolt-on parts, nothing major. So we'll be doing a whole bunch of upgrades to this bike. Obviously we got to do I want to get into doing a cam on this bike, do the exhaust on this bike, and just some minor stuff and just some more weight reduction mods so we can really get into that performance bagger build. I'm not a fan of T-bars, so T-bars won't be going on that bike, but this bike, like I said, it'll be big wheels, down and out fairings, big ape hangers, meat hooks on there, and some LEDs, obviously a big sound system. So that's how that'll go. Dang. So that's pretty much how that'll go if they decide to both stick around. If not, then we'll just do the build on the 24 and maybe grab a booster in the future.
All right, now let me give y'all a quick walk around just so y'all can see everything. I mean, there's plenty of videos on 24 road glides and street glides. I'm pretty sure everybody's seen every color, every, you know, option that they have and all that stuff, because there's already a whole bunch of video content out, and it's raining right now, so I can't even get it out in the sun to really give y'all a good look. So all I can do is show y'all it sitting here right now, and I'll give y'all a startup as well. Go ahead and let it boot up real quick. And that's the old 22. She's been good. She hasn't been getting ridden as much now that the 24 is around, but once I start, you know, getting it how I want it to be with the exhaust, probably run some Tab Performance exhaust on here, get some bars and stuff real quick just so I can get it more comfortable for me and sound it how I want it to sound, then we'll come back to that bike. This is gonna be my, you know, show up and show out bike. This is gonna be that don't talk to me bike. I'm faster than you. That's what that's gonna be. So as you can see with the lights on, super clean, super clean. Having no turn signals coming out the side is just perfect. Let's go ahead and give y'all a start up. Obviously everything's stock, so I'm pretty sure y'all know how it's going to sound, but one thing I did want to make note of, because this is something I was trying to find in the video, like somebody showing if the key is different, because that's what I wanted to know. Was it the same key fob? So obviously this is the fob from the 22, and this is how the new 24 keys look. So they're just more like square or rectangle shape over the teardrop shape that these come. Just so y'all would know, because that's something I wanted to know before I picked it up, because I wanted to know if they built in the little key for the bag lock and the steering wheel lock, but it doesn't come like that. So I'm pretty sure there's one you could buy that integrates it, because I know they had one for this key where it's integrated into the side, because I don't like carrying that many keys around. I prefer to have just fobs and stuff like that, to where it's just real lightweight and compact. I don't like carrying all the keys jingling around and stuff like that. But there was something else I wanted to show. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all, I did have a problem with this bike. The same day I bought it, I rode it and I had a problem. I started making a video, and all of that video is going to be put together, and it will come out soon, so y'all can see the issues I ran into. These are new bikes, don't get me wrong, they're brand new bikes, so there's like all the kinks still aren't worked out and stuff like that. So you will run into issues. I know Headshot Rods ran into issues, and a couple other YouTubers did run into issues with that bike. But y'all gotta stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment to see that video on what went wrong with my bike and why I was tripping. The bike gave me no throttle response. That's all I'm gonna say. I was twisting the throttle and no go. So y'all gotta watch the video to see what the problem was, and you know, once I picked it back up from the dealership, how they fixed it, and all the information on that. So if you are looking into getting a 2024, be ready to send it back to the shop. Like, I think it's gonna go back at least one time. It's got to. It's a brand new bike. Like, obviously you spending this much money, you don't want to have problems, but since they're new and everything is not right, you're gonna have to take it back. Something's gonna go wrong with these bikes. It's a few people that I messaged, you know, personally to see if they had any problems, and they said no, but a vast majority of people are having problems with these new bikes. So y'all stay tuned. Thank y'all for watching. 98% of y'all that watch my videos are not subscribed, so the loyal 2%, I very much you know, appreciate y'all, and all y'all that comment all the time and that's consistent and always looking out for me. I really do appreciate that. But if you are not subscribed, please subscribe and hit that bell. Leave a like, leave a comment, and just, you know, tell me what y'all want to see. What y'all want to see first? What do y'all want to see? Exhaust get done? Do y'all want to see air cleaners get done? Do y'all want to see bars get done? Do y'all want to see music get done? What comes first? Because obviously, if I'm gonna make the content, I gotta know what y'all want to see. So y'all let me know. I'm out of here. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.